So today we are talking about the importance of presence. Presence is a topic that has really been on my mind recently, just with where I am in life. And I feel like this video could help a lot of people. So obviously right now I'm a college student. I'm in a very new area of my life. I'm in a completely new reality than what I've known. I'm basically now having to fend for myself. I have to be there for myself. I have to know what I want. No one is there to hold my hand throughout this. So obviously a lot of emotions can come up, but I definitely believe there cannot be comfort where there is growth. And I made a TikTok video about this. I was talking about how comfort and growth cannot coexist with one another. So when we enter new chapters of our life like this, it can be very scary, but we need to realize that it is necessary in order to get us where we want to be. We spend so much time thinking about the future and, I want to be here in the next 5 years. I want to be here in the next 10 years. These are all the goals that I have set, but the future doesn't exist. All you have is right now. So even with my goals in college, I'm here to get a degree, obviously. I'm here to become a registered dental hygienist. That is my plan. That is my goal. But this moment that I'm in right now is necessary to get me towards that. All of the uncertainty, all of the fear, all of the unknown, all of that is necessary to get me to that point in my life. Like I said before, the future does not exist. That does not exist without right now. In fact, the present moment is what is creating the future. So I find myself doing this a lot of the times. I'm thinking about the life that I want to live. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You should always think about the life that you want to live. But don't live there so much that you forget about the present moment. The way you're using the time that you have now is what's actually going to get you there. It's going to determine whether you get there or not. So really, it's just a matter of looking at what am I giving my attention to, and is my attention going where it needs to be going? Is where I'm putting my attention benefiting me in anywhere, getting me closer to my goal? Because things do not change by dreaming. Things do not change by thinking about them. As much as we want to visualize and imagine, all these good things happening, none of those things are going to happen without action. And that is why this year I've really been prioritizing an action board and not a vision board. That is this exact reason why I made my last video. I feel like a lot of us, we get so stuck in this visualization hoax. Well, it's not a hoax, but this whole entire visualization, vision board. But what about the action? What are you doing to actually get yourself there? What are you doing to actually put yourself in the pathway to where you want to be? Because your actions are what's going to produce that trajectory. I want to build a community and I want to romanticize my life and do content creation and open up opportunities for myself. That's why I'm sitting down and making these videos, because I know every small rep that I put in eventually is going to get me to where I want to be. Even if it doesn't seem that way right now, I have to look beyond that. A year ago, I completely started over on this account. To be specific, on TikTok, I completely started over. And before then, I just decided to start over because I was not doing what I knew I wanted to do. Even though I didn't have a large following, it was still scary for me to delete and give up what I had already made. So I had to do that. I had to take that step. But if I did not take that step, I wouldn't be here now. And I wouldn't have almost 10,000 followers on TikTok, the 10,000 followers that I've been working on since last year. The path looks very blurry a lot of the times. The path will look blurry. It will. But at the end of all of it, you will see how everything worked out perfectly. Everything you went through, everything you did, everything you went through, all the pain, all the uncertainty, all the unknown, all the anxiety, all the even the happiness, all of it worked together to bring you where you need to be. So don't ever think for a moment that things are not working out the way that they're supposed to be, because everything is working out the way it's supposed to be. As long as you are focusing on your internal locus of control, you are controlling your consistency, your action, and your effort, you have done all that you've needed to do. Everything else will work itself out. And notice how all those things require action and not imagining, because we can imagine all day, but if you don't actually do anything about it, nothing's going to happen. And that's something that I've learned the hard way, because I used to be somebody I used to live in my imagination all the time. I would just always be imagining where I want to be. I would take action too, but I was dominantly living in my imagination instead of living in the reality and living in the moment that's going to get me where I want to be. I'm saying this from experience. Focus on the now. Be present. Focus on the now. Every single thing that is happening, every single thing is working together for the greater good. I always remember something my dad said. He was talking about how pain is necessary, how going through hard things and how going through pain is not always a bad thing. Pain grows you. Tying back to what I said before, you cannot have growth with comfort. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to get out of your comfort zone to grow and expand as a person. It is going to feel groundbreaking and so scary, but you are training yourself and you are expanding. It feels like you're weak in that moment for, not being able to handle this new reality that you've stepped into. But really, you are expanding your bandwidth and you are building your tolerance for the uncertainty of this life. And every single video that I make, I'm always projecting, really. I have been going through like an area of my life that I've never experienced before. It brought up a lot of emotions that I had never experienced before. A lot of hard ones, and my anxiety has been very heightened for the past 2 weeks. I survived. Going back to that visualization of knowing who I want to be, but in the present moment, I need to act like it. I need to do things that are in alignment with that person that I want to be. So me putting myself in, this situation and going through this uncertainty is what's going to expand me. And it did. Your brain really likes to use past experiences to cope with new or uncertain experiences, but those rules didn't really apply. So it's you're overthinking for nothing. You have to experience it to know how to navigate it. You learn as you go. That version of myself that I was visualizing after the matter, I am now. You see what I mean? Because why? I took the action. I did not waste time imagining. I lived here. I lived as if I already was her, and I took the action. I knew what needed to occur in order to get me where I wanted to be, and I went through it by being present. So that has been on my mind recently, and I just wanted to encourage you guys because I know a lot of people could use this video to help and remind you that you are exactly where you need to be. Everything that you are doing right now in the current moment is getting you where you need to be. Everything that is going on is completely necessary to get you to expand. All you need to do is keep your attention where it matters, because that's all you can do, because this is the only moment that exists.